and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be Tranz-ing my mug. Basically, this is the mug we are going to be Tranz-ing. It's got my initial on it, A for Alex. Sorry, I've been homeschooling all week. My brain's just turned to mush. It's A on, it's double-sided, A on both sides, which is really cool. I got it from pound stretcher. If you are from the UK, you know that pound stretchers are really cool. Wasn't much, probably about £2, maybe £2.50. So today I'm going to Tranz it. Basically, I'm going to paint the top pride. Oh, I could actually do that. I could actually paint, basically I'm going to paint the colours of the trans flag on this mug. I haven't decided yet if I'm doing it all the way on the outside or just like a little flag in between the two A's or underneath. I haven't quite decided yet, but as I'm painting, Charlie has set me some questions to answer, so you won't get bored just watching me paint my mug, even though it in itself should be interesting. So, let's get going. It's a bit dusty. I've washed it and left it on the side so that I don't use it or drop it or break it, and then I can't paint it. Right, here we go. Paint tin, which is very old. So old that the paint just will not come off. Right, so trans colours. We need a pink. Why is the lid not closed? There's my beautiful pink from Wilkinson, acrylic paint. We need a blue. Same place again, Wilkinson, advertising I swear. And a white. There is my white. And I'm going to have one brush per colour, I think, because I am too lazy to go downstairs and get a bottle of water. What kind of brushes shall we have? And some blue into my tray. And some pink. To that A. Should we do a little one across from that A to that A, and then on this side that A to that A, and then underneath we should definitely do the general pride flag, which I have in my office. Look, Danny one. There are so many rainbow things in my office. There's this. There's the stickers on my laptop. There's rainbow stickers on my mirror. And the lights over there, some in the windowsill, behind the window. I think that's about it for this. Mostly in the office area down here. So, what is that? Okay, so we start with, I want to make sure I get it in the right order. Do I remember the order? I actually haven't got a trans flag. I used to have a trans flag, but I don't anymore. But battery decided it was going to die on me. So, I will warn you, I cannot do things in straight lines. This is so satisfying. Now I'm actually tempted to go all the way around the outside. Just do like a big like Tranz-ing on the outside. Probably paint on me already. Concentrating. Right, one of the questions she sent me was, when did you know you were trans? When did I know I was trans? Well, kind of a funny story actually. Back in my emo days, like, oh shoot. Like emo days, like, you know, it's a Saturday. You don't go to school. Well, actually, no, not school. College. There's no college because it's Saturday. You're hanging out with your friends. And you're all wearing, like, depressive clothes, like black jeans and a hoodie. I still wear black jeans and a hoodie now, but I'm not as in my emo phase as I was. I used to have, like, a fringe that would go, like, across here. It was, like, my proper emo phase. And I was like hanging out at the weekend with the rest of my emo friends, and then Charlie and their friend started joining us, and then they introduced us to this youth area, and I felt really out of place because I was not a youth. Was this even college years? Where's my brain going back to? No, this wasn't college years. This was definitely before I had Toby. Definitely when can't be breaking up with his dad because that would be after Toby. It was definitely before Toby. Maybe it was with Toby. Maybe no. Yeah, maybe. I think. I'm guessing. I have baby brains. I think it must have been after Toby when his dad had separated. And Charlie and their friend introduced me to this place in Hanley. No idea what it's called. I forgot now. Basically, it's for youths. Like, I think it's. I'm not sure it was just for youths to hang out so they're not on the streets, or was it like specifically for LGBT? But I think it went up to like 16-year-olds. I'll have to find out some information when I come to editing. But they didn't ask for any proof of like ID, which I didn't have anyway, so I couldn't give them to prove that I actually wasn't 16. But because I looked so young, I managed to look like I was 16. And I got in, and oh my god, I felt so out of place. So it's like they're asking questions and they're doing quizzes, and I'm just like, I'm a fully grown adult here with a baby. I do not belong in this place. It's a mess, but I'm sure I can paint over it. That's the first bit. It's a bit of a mess because I don't paint well. It started in blue, so I probably should do the top off here. We were hanging out there, and Charlie's friend's boyfriend, that sounds complicated, Charlie's friend's boyfriend, who's bi, I think, we used to hang out, me, him, my sister and their friend, and it's just so difficult to talk and concentrate. I really can't do two things at once. We always used to hang out, and then we were basically bumped into one of his friends, and I was being polite, I was just like hello, and they were like hello, and then they were like, are you trans? And at this point I wasn't identifying as trans, but I was already wearing the men's clothes. Yes, I was wearing the men's clothes. That means it was after Toby, yes. Because I tried to come out before, but it didn't go well. So anyway, yeah, they were like, they're literally complete strangers, didn't know me from anyone, and they were like, are you trans? And I'm like, no. And they were like, you sure? Because I think you're trans, I pick up your transness vibe. And I was like, you don't even know me, you're a complete stranger and you know that I'm trans. Are you like superstitious or something? And then I started like thinking about it more, doing some research on it, thinking about the past and imagining the future and everything else in between. And I was like, oh yeah. Then I had like a light bulb moment and I was like, yeah, I think I'm trans. Bless you. And then I was on the phone to one of my friends. We don't speak very often. We don't have like much in common. And anyway, she was like asking me if I was free to go girly clothes shopping with her. And I was like, I'm the worst person to be going girly shopping clothes with. I mean, come on. No, my mindset is just not in that way. So then I ended up telling her on the phone, and that was the first time I'd said it out loud to myself, even though it wasn't to myself directly, it was to a friend on the phone. But it was like the first time I said it out loud, and I was like, I just said that out loud. I didn't plan on saying it out loud, but I said it out loud, and I was like, this is real. Oh dear. But well, yeah, good question from me there, Charlie. Next up is this pink that doesn't look very appetizing. It's actually drying pretty well. I wasn't sure if it would do it on her. Ooh, that's a nice pink. I'm trying not to go on the A. I want the A to stay black because it's nice how it's written. So I like the mug. So yeah, that was when I realised I was trans. I was just amazed that like some complete stranger knew before I did. Why is it so bobbly? I don't want this being so bobbly, I want it to be nice and flat. Okay, what's the next question they got for me? Did you want to be a boy from when you were young? Hell yeah. As soon as I realised that my brothers can pee standing up, I was like, why can't I pee standing up? I think I might have tried at one point and been like, Mom, Dad, I've had an accident. I don't think I actually did that, but for dramatics, let's just say that happened. But I don't think I know, I'm sure I tried at some point. I feel like I tried, but I'm not sure if I did or not. Like, I remember wanting to do ballet as a kid, but because I felt like a guy, I felt like I would be dismissed. Like, people were, oh, why is a boy doing ballet? But obviously, because I at the time was presenting as a girl because I was like a kid, I would feel like people would be like, oh, why is the boy? But that makes sense. They wouldn't, because they would see a girl on the outside. They would just see a girl doing ballet. It's like simple, but not that simple. But yeah, I definitely do wish I was born a guy. I wasn't sure about how well this would take. I think I should go in the middle. Or should we keep the black as it is? I think I'll leave it as it is, I think. Leave the black as it is. I'm a very undecisive person. Next question. What do you wish people would stop assuming about you and or trans people? I got one. I wish people would stop assuming that trans people are going to detransition. That one is the most annoying one. I've heard like lots of stories where people like they transition, they've done it for like years and they were so happy, but they weren't getting the love and the support from the parents and friends. So they end up detransitioning. Oh shit, I'm making such a mess of this. What else? What do I wish people would stop assuming? That's a thoughtful one, that is. What do I wish people would stop assuming? I'm only stuck on that one. Let's come back to that one. I can think of another one. I either get my answer straight away or I don't. It's that simple. Did you hide your sexuality? If yes, how long for? Did I hide my sexuality? I did, actually. I think I can push upside down, can't I? Yeah. I hid it like for a long time. Oh shit, I'm getting white everywhere. Basically there was the singer's tattoo. When they came out, I was just like, I can finally relate to something that feels like me. How old was I? Alexa? What? Oh wait, no. Alexa, what year did the artist tattoo come out?
Here's something I found on the web. According to slyplayer.com, about Frida Kahlo, artist Frida Kahlo was born on July 6, 1907 in Coyoacán, Mexico City, Mexico. Did that answer your question?
No.
Thanks for your feedback.
I had an Alexa for Christmas. What was their main song? Everything she said. She said, no. All the things she said, I was close. Alexa, what year was the song All the Things She Said released?
All the Things She Said by Tattoo was released on the 1st of December 2000.
2000? Okay, let's do some maths here. I was born in 91, 2000, 91 to 2000. I need my calculator because I got an F in maths. Be 9 years old. That sounds about reasonable, yeah. Stories that people have come out about 14. So I think 9 is when you start. So yeah, there was the peeing thing, there was the tattoo, and I was like, wow. There was a couple of storylines on the soaps. My mum watched soaps all the time. So I was like, oh well, I can finally relate to me. And then at one point I was told that the band, the artist tattoo, was actually a fake duo, and I was gutted because they were so attractive. I had crushes on my tutors. At one point I was so obsessed with being a lesbian that I would watch Tattoo on YouTube in my room, just to watch it because I enjoyed looking at them. I wish that I was brave enough to do gay things like that, but I'm not even out the closet yet, so I'm not going to do that. And then at one point I was watching it so much that the computer got so hot and it froze. Then my mum walked on it. I wasn't doing anything, just sitting there watching them, but it froze and it kind of felt like I was doing something wrong even though I wasn't. But yeah. Next question. Do you like being in the LGBT plus community? Do I like being in the community? The word community sounds friendly, doesn't it? Blue, pink, white, but pink. The word community sounds really like, oh, we're a community, we'll look after you. I suppose they do. As long as, basically, I'm on a few pages on Facebook. Some trans pages. Bless you. And I'm on a couple, and one of them's for binder boys, so trans men. One of them's a supporter for, I don't know how you pronounce it, allies or allies. I'm just going to call them allies because it's a more interesting word. If I'm wrong, correct me, but I like the word allies. Sounds like you're watching them, you're supporting them. Ally just makes me think of someone's in the alleyway and they're about to jump you, kind of thing. So I'm on a couple of pages, and the allies pages mostly have parents of trans kids, so they're all on the group to learn more about their kid. And sometimes some of the parents on there, it's mostly mums, but sometimes because obviously they're learning, which is fine, but like it's so damn hard to focus and talk. Yeah, they come on and they're asking questions to like how best support their kid, but the whole time they're doing that, they're misgendering them and they're using the wrong pronouns, but they're not doing it on purpose. It's because they're new to it. So as soon as they start like misgendering them and using the wrong pronouns, all the trans people on the page start not shouting, but sort of like, don't you mean he or she or whichever one it's supposed to be? And then the mum's all like, I'm sorry, I'm new to this, I'm getting used to it. So I'm not sure if they are a nice community. They can be, like if you found someone who's trans like you, like trans man or trans woman, whichever one you relate to. If you find someone that's like that, then yeah, they can be a good community. But they will pick you up for misgendering somebody. Also, if they don't know your pronouns, they will just call you they, them. Like, no offence to anyone that does use they, them pronouns, but I'm not a fan of those. Because it just reminds me of like when you're talking about someone that you don't know, even though you would know this person. Like when you hear of a saying, I don't know, any old, and you know, like old wives' tales type of things. It's always after they learn the facts about it, then the next word follows is, who said that? And then it's always like, oh, they said it. And that makes sense because you don't know who made the old wives' tale up. Who told it first, that's fine. You don't know them, you're not going to know them, they're just a random stranger to you who just invented an old wives' tale. They're all wives' tales. But I think when you know someone personally, or you know somebody, then I'm not a fan. Obviously, if your pronouns are they, them, then I will respect you and I will use the pronouns that you wish to be used by, but I'm not a fan of them, because it's really like talking about someone that you don't know. Next question. What makes you really happy? What makes me really happy? I don't know why I'm saying it like that. What makes me really happy? Hearing everyone say Alex and he, him, and my new favourite word, daddy. Daddy is my new favourite word. Toby started saying daddy now, so I'm so impressed. Eventually I will hopefully be called son by my parents instead of daughter. Is that level? Is that level? I think it's level. It's not at all neat. It looks straight on there, but the blue is not level at all. And the pink's got dots on it because it was constipated. I'll just say it's constipated because I don't know what else to call it. What else makes me happy? Seeing Toby happy definitely makes me happy. Also, completing unfinished tasks. I have so many tasks on the go. So many tasks on the go. Like, I've started a new Instagram account called Out of Focus Photography. So I'm trying to work on all my photographs that I've recently taken. Trying to edit them so I can upload them. I've got to edit them, save them, add the watermark and save them. So I've got one with and one without watermark. I'm currently using Luminar 4. If you're using Luminar 4, let me know how you find Luminar 4. I was not really impressed that it doesn't come with a watermark feature. You just have to do it as overlay, which is not too bad because you just have to like add your overlay, like shrink it a bit, and then I always put screen on my tray so it blends in, instead of being just a white box around the outside. Yeah, completing tasks, being called the right pronouns, and seeing Toby happy. So I'll just do the rest of this and like finish off the rest in blue. Or I think I should give it another pink. I think I'll give it another pink, I think. Pink, I think. Are we level? I don't know if we level. Are we level? I think we're level. And that's the last one in pink, and then that's finished. What makes you really next one? What is the best thing about going to Pride? Oh, definitely the excitement. I get so excited when I know it's Pride Day. Couldn't go last year because the world has turned upside down. But I enjoy going to Pride because I know that I will fit there, I will belong, and I will feel welcome. Should we do it all pink? Just like the whole bottom bit pink. Because I'm not going to fit, well, you won't see the white, will you? It's white everywhere else, so yeah. So yeah, and like, you see people, like loads of people, like, every different kind, like trans and non-binary. You even get straights there as well. There's one to support it. But I've had some fun times at Pride. I think it was like I used to go every year since I was about 19. Like my first time at Pride, first, second or third time, somewhere near the beginning of, I think it must have been the first or second. I feel like it was the first, but it must be the second. I was literally scanning the crowd, trying to find a girl that looked single, so I could ask her to dance and then see if it went any further. And it was near the end of the evening, and I found this woman, can't remember her name, it was years ago, but I asked if she wanted to dance. We started dancing, and then we went to sit down on the grass in a little corner, and we started talking, and I got so nervous I started rambling, legit rambling. I get so nervous, and then I start rambling. I was on about my broken leg, my parents not being very supportive, and blah blah. I literally just rambled on about everything that I would not have wanted to tell a complete stranger, but I did. And then she kissed me, and I was just like, wow. We exchanged numbers. We went on a date. We went to go and see Night and Day. We held hands the entire time of the movie. Literally, like, the entire time. I don't know how long it lasted, probably like an hour and a half, maybe. But my fingers were numb. I enjoyed holding a hand. It was nice to hold a hand because I'd waited so long to be my true self. And then we walked back to the taxi rank, and we made out a little bit. PG-13, of course, we're in public. I'm not that kind of person. Then we got a taxi, we shared a taxi, holding hands again in the taxi ride. The taxi went to her house first. She gave me a kiss in the taxi, and then she left. And I was like super excited that I'd like had my first date with a girl. And the taxi driver was all like, a bit like, ooh, I'm a taxi driver. I get to see all sorts of things going on around here. And then she even paid for the taxi as well, so that was nice of her. I think she was a nurse. I got back home. My neighbour was out in her garden. I was on such a high. So she's all like, oh, why are you so happy? So I told her. And she was so pleased that I was so happy. And then I got home and I told everyone else that I'd had a really good time. Do you know where I'd been? Oops. And then they were just all like, alright, just keep it to yourself. You don't want to know yet. Yeah, I've had some fun times at Pride. What is the fondest memory you have when you were 17? Fondest memory when I was 17. Why has my brain gone blank now? When I was 17. I feel like I should start singing, but I'll make it rain. When I was 17. I don't think I have any fondest moments when I was 17. Oh, actually, I just remember what it is. Well, it's sort of like a bad thing and a good thing. But I had this boyfriend we lasted about 6 months. He was very controlling, not very nice at all. At one point we were all hanging out in the park. Me, him and this girl that I didn't fancy, not my type at all, but we were all sitting there. I bought a picnic and we were all sitting there having food, we were chatting. And then he put his hand on the back of my head and then his other hand on the back of her head, like that, and literally just like pushed it together, and then we ended up snogging, and she put her tongue down my throat, and I was just like, this is like, I think it was my first girl kiss. I was like a bit freaked out at first because like I knew I liked girls, but I wasn't brave enough to do anything about it. So I'm kind of glad in a way he did do that, even if it was forced. Forced wasn't right, never accept forced. But at the same time I'm just like, kind of like sad that that was my first girl kiss, someone who's not my type. But then after that I found out that he was cheating on her, so I was just like, oh well, what are you called now? And then I got home, I told mum what happened, and I lied about it. I said that I hated it, I didn't like it, but that was just a lie because I was in so much denial. What is your opinion on people who are trans? Just one sentence. People who don't have surgery, are they still trans? Yes, people are still trans even if they don't have surgery. They might not want to have any surgery. They might just want to have top surgery, bottom surgery, no surgery. So yes, they are definitely still valid. How to mix colours, whereas I don't know how to mix colours. So we've got white. So yeah, I finished the mug. Let me get the other side without. Yeah, I finished the mug. It's a bit of a disaster. I'm contemplating about doing the inside. I think I might just do the inside. And now I'm going to work on the underside to do the general pride flag. So we've got green. Let's put some red in. I don't think I have enough space for all these colours. Ow! It just closed on me. Tried to take my finger away. Fingers are hurting now. We need orange. We don't have orange. Alexa, what colours make orange?
Red and yellow combine to make orange.
Okay, I've got to do this one again. Red and yellow. Seems like yellow mix everything. Don't trust this one now. After the last time. Where was my brain in school? Oh, I know. Staring at the ladies. Remember at one time in primary school, this boy was picking on me. I told my teacher, and she's like, "He fancies you." Why you? I know this was like back in the 90s, but like, why is that a thing? Men can get away with bullying the girls just because they like them. I've not heard of it being the other way around. If a girl picks on a boy, I've never heard it being, oh, because she fancies him. It's weird. Society sucks. Red. Right, I need some actual space for yellow. I'm going to have to put it up here because I only have 6 spots. Yellow, green. I just made the green. It's like a turquoise actually. Red. We've got red, yellow. It is about to fall. Yeah, it's already falling into the white. We've got red, yellow, orange, green, blue, and purple. We need purple now. Yeah, put that. Actually, it's quite a shiny purple. That is. That's a nice one. That's why, because it's metallic paint. All these are acrylic, and this is metallic. So I don't know if it will actually stick. But here goes nothing. Right, back to the questions from Charlie. Where were we? So the last one is, do you think you need dysphoria to be trans? Oh, hell yes. You definitely need trans to be dysphoria. Otherwise, you wouldn't want to change your body. You'd be cis then, wouldn't you? You'd just be regular. You'd just be like, oh, I'm born as a boy, I'm okay as a boy, or I'm born as a girl, so I'm okay as a girl. So yes, you definitely need, like, obviously, that was supposed to be orange, wasn't it? But that's red. That is not orange, that's red. Why are you stopping in the middle? Yeah, definitely. It's not. I wouldn't wish it upon anyone's enemy to have dysphoria, because dysphoria sucks. Dysphoria sucks for me so bad that sometimes, like, I cannot take a bath or a shower, or I cannot get undressed. I can't put my pajamas on. And some days I can just wear a sleeveless top and no binder or sports bra, and I'm fine. Dysphoria is annoying. Yellow. We need a new brush for yellow. Or as Toby calls it, Lello. So that's all my questions are finished. Oh, yesterday I was sitting here in my office, just working nicely and quietly on my photographs, and I hear the sound of a car horn peeping, and I'm nosy. So I looked out the window to see two cats on the road. I looked to see the two cats are my cat, Autumn, and this other cat. I don't know his name, so I call him Ginger Tom, because he's a Ginger Tom. It might not be his name, but that's his name I've given him. And I looked closer to find that they were doing it. So I was literally just shouting out the window. I was like, no! I do not want any more kittens. I'm going to try and save this year for top surgery. And hormones. Green, blue, that's the blue one. I don't want to mix the colours. When I got a space after the blue, it's just purple, so it's good. Blue. And then we do the last one in purple, which means another brush. That one will do. Purple, which is, oh yeah, I have to put that in because I've only got a space. I have so much things to wash. I've got dishes to do as well. I spent all morning rearranging furniture again because I like to rearrange furniture. It's my thing. There we are. There is the underside, beautifully painted. And I'm thinking about just going on the inside of the A, just because it looks a bit odd otherwise. So the white's fine, because it's white anyway. We'll do the pink on the inside. Put pink that thick there, and then all this bit could be pink. And that half is white because it says it's just white. And on the other side, look, same again. You have to be a lefty now. That's perfect. And this side, I am not a lefty, that's just not working. I'm just not a lefty. And I can't stand it up that way either because it's still drying. So now I have this mug just sitting upside down for a while because it can't do much else. There we are. Painted on the inside. Come on, go into focus. And why is the blue on that side? Then we got the other side. And we got underneath, which is like the coolest. Now it's going to stay that way, so I wouldn't mind doing a template, a stamp of what am I going to do with all this paint now. I have so much paint left over and nothing else to paint. If you'd like me to do another one of these kind of things again, then let me know. Well, I suppose that's it then for me with my painted hands. I'm all painted out now. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, why are you still listening to me rambling on? So that's it then. Bye. Into my tray. That doesn't sound very good. Sounds a bit constipated. Right. Oh, I'm glad this is bit pink and not brown. If this was brown right now, I'll show you. I was just saying it looks a bit constipated. The white and the blue look really nice. The pink, however, would you say he's got problems with his number 2s?